Around the Table on Harrison's Original, KHOZ. Around the Table on Harrison's Original, KHOZ.
Welcome to Around the Table. I'm so sorry. We our programming is a little quick today, and we were getting ready for the show, and all of a sudden,
the music came on.
Yeah, we're live.
Or the advertisement came on. We were
yeah,
like,
we apologize for that. So sorry for that. But we're here just a few seconds early, and
we're just gonna gab.
we're gonna gab. Yeah.
So Facebook's not live yet. Or it is live.
It is live.
Okay.
Everything's going right now.
Okay.
Yeah, we're good.
All right.
We're not on the
waiting for the
television. We're just
TV.
waiting for that to queue up. We are affiliated with so many outlets that it's kind of hard to get them all coordinated
Well, they
at
all
the
have
same
to
time.
do it all together.
Yeah.
Yeah. And there's
Do you want to talk?
Anyway.
Do you want to talk about your
water
water
situation.
tragedy?
Oh, we're still just leaking water. That's basically the problem. We were able to go in and assess whether it was within the house. You know, I checked the flappers. He told me to put dye, like food coloring, in the back
yeah.
of it.
Yeah.
Wait for a certain amount of time, and if it leaks to your toilet bowl, you know your flapper's bad.
Oh.
Not the problem.
Yeah.
That was not the problem.
Well,
So-
you're leaking 36 gallons
an hour.
an hour.
Now,
Which is not a bunch, but a regular size hot water heater is like 20 to 30 gallons. So I mean, you're leaking one of those every hour.
yeah, it's kind of
Nice.
it's a lot of water.
Yeah.
And we were able to shut off things anyway, somewhere between the house and the meter, which I was telling Dan was about a quarter of a mile.
Oh my gosh.
So we don't know where the line is. We've asked the guy that helped when the house was built, and he couldn't remember because he helped with all that. But the water supervisor in Bergman, there's supposed to be a wire buried with PVC, whatever kind of pipe
Right.
they used,
Okay.
that runs along your water line so that they can locate it
Oh, yeah.
in instances such as this.
Yeah.
And they're supposed to bring out a metal detector,
Yeah.
and that's why they do the wire, is so they can pick it up on a metal
Well,
detector and run the line.
if the pipe is broke, then the wire will be broke, and maybe they can tell.
How do you know that?
I don't know.
You don't know that.
I don't know that, but maybe they put the wire in there because if the line actually broke, it would break the wire too, and it may give a lower signal
that
at
may
that
be.
part where it's broken.
I don't know.
Yeah.
Hopefully they'll be able to decide. They're supposed to come out today and do that.
Well, can you
Meanwhile,
tell?
we just
Yeah.
let water go.
Oh, can you just tell the water supervisor, say, hey, could you just hold my bill? Just
How about hold my beer?
Put it on pause. Yeah.
Here, hold my beer. Let
my
me just
beer,
let all the water go.
Well, water, that water regenerates. I mean, water can be gotten again, but you're paying for the fact that they're
Wasted water.
Yeah, you're paying for wasted water.
And as I mentioned earlier this week, we went through 70,000 gallons of water when it
Jeez.
leaked after the lightning storm
Ouch.
over from Friday morning till Sunday night.
That's like 3 or 4 swimming pools.
It's a lot.
Lots
It's
of
a
water.
lot. It's a lot.
Yeah. Okay.
And
well,
then we've got this on top of that.
Well,
we got the bigger leak.
you'll be
fixed.
given a huge donation to the water department this month.
Yes, I will. I'm just. A
Yeah,
little
they can
worried.
do a lot with that money that you're going to Give 'em.
Hopefully fix my problem. But, you know, it's not the water department's problem if it's on your side of the meter.
That's true.
But they will help run that, see if they can, you know, figure out where the line is so that we know where to dig. Otherwise, what do you do?
Tell them to take the water meter from the road and bring it up toward the house.
That'd be awesome.
Yeah. Yeah, that's
And then
sounds
they could
logical
have the problem through our field.
Yeah, well, whatever.
They're not going to do that.
They're in the business of digging water lines and stuff. They do it all the time.
Right.
Oh my gosh. Anyway,
It's just the saga that continues.
I just hope that, you know, problems are problems and they're manageable unless they go on for days and days and
And
days.
that's kind of where I'm at. We thought, you know, and unfortunately we thought we had everything fixed. When the plumber came out on Monday, it was like, you know, hallelujah. It didn't take very long for the plumber to come and fix the main problem, which the 70,000 gallon problem. But now this is just the saga continues.
If anybody has any suggestions, please let us know. Go to our Facebook page and tell Ann how she can have less stress.
Right. Dan came in this morning. He said, "How you doing with the show?" And I'm like, "Today just sucks."
Didn't want to do the show today.
That part of it, just because I have other things.
You got other things. You got a life. Yeah.
Going on. Mm-hmm. Anyway, we're here.
Okay.
Smiling. Are we
right.
Are we on air now?
We are.
Like on Real?
We've been on the air for quite a while already. Anyway, let's see. We've got some cool weather that's moved in. It's going to be cool till looks like Monday or so. It's going to be.
What in the heck?
I know.
And it's supposed to be cooler and cooler every day a little bit, and it was quite darn right chilly this morning. So let's go into the weather. How about that?
Yeah, let's do that.
Increasing clouds today with a high of 67. Tonight, cloudy, then gradually partly becoming cloudy with a low of 46. Tomorrow, Friday, partly sunny with a high of 66. And then Friday night, mostly clear with a low of 42. Saturday is a high of 66, and Saturday night, a low of 40. And then I'll let you have Sunday, but the weather improves.
So Sunday, it does improve. It gets up to around 75 for the high, with an overnight low of 55 degrees. Monday is going to be in the 80s, low 80s to be exact. Overnight low is going to be around 58 degrees, and a chance of showers may develop overnight at 30%. 50% chance of showers increases on Tuesday with a high of around 78 degrees. 50% chance of showers Tuesday night, low 57. And then Wednesday, high 74, 40% chance of rain. So we're going to have another week of on and off, on and off, on and off.
More water.
Precip. More water. That's what we need, more water.
Ooh, boy, howdy.
Okay. All right. I guess we're a little early, but we
are early.
Yeah, that's okay. You want to tell who's on our show today?
Matt Urioste is going to be here, and he is the technical center director at Northark. And Dr. Louis Villines is here as well. He's the vice chancellor of Workforce and Technical Education of Northark. So we'll find some things out about the technical program at Northark.
Oh, they got the lowdown then.
They have the lowdown.
Yeah.
Brought in the big guns to tell us all the scoop.
Okay. We're going to get to them right after our first break. And
I saw a smirk out there.
Smirking.
Yeah, he was smirking.
No smirking in the lobby. All right. Let's do our topic to ponder. How about that?
All right.
Get up, get moving, get those thinking caps on. It's time to ponder this topic.
Now, we usually don't do this, but I'm going to quiz the guest on our topic to ponder.
Okay.
And see if they've got the same answers as some of our other people. And it's going to be a test. I'm going to give them a test.
So we're going to ask them when they come in here. We're going to ask them and grade them. And if they flunk, they can't talk.
You can't talk. No. We won't do that to them. Anyway,
I'm kidding.
Our topic to ponder question, Ann is going to read it.
Have you ever forgiven someone who never apologized?
Never apologized.
Yes. I guess I forgave him. I think I did.
So, yeah, I can't remember. It's been such a long time ago. Have you ever forgiven someone who never apologized? did they know that they were supposed to apologize? That's the question.
I think
That's the
I can
question.
think of one
in the question.
instance that yes, 100% they knew they should apologize.
Yes, I've done this before. I've gone through this not too long ago, and I apologized.
Okay.
I said, "Look, sorry for the situation. I
Yeah.
apologize.
Yeah.
Never forget. I've never been forgiven for that yet, though.
Oh, really?
No.
That's unfortunate.
Yeah.
So I felt like I had to. It was eating me alive. You
Oh.
know, those kind of situations to me. If I feel I deserve an apology for something, they'll eat at me if I don't somehow find it
Right.
some way for Ann Limley to have a forgiveness about
Right.
that person.
You want
It
that
may not
problem
be-
cleared away
Well,
out of
yeah.
you.
I mean, it doesn't make it right ever what they did,
Right.
but you're the only one that controls how you respond to it
Yeah. And how you move on.
and how you move on. And
Right.
in order to move on, because sometimes that will just eat you alive.
So did they apologize?
No,
Okay.
I've probably had somebody who did, not realizing that I was harboring, what they had done.
Oh yeah.
But
Okay.
but this particular one I'm thinking about, heck no, they didn't apologize. Nor
Yeah.
did they. They don't make it right.
A lot of times the situation is they don't think that they did anything wrong to
Right.
you or
Right.
about the situation.
And
or
that's where
whatever.
you have to communicate that to
Yeah.
someone.
Yeah.
Because if they, I can be pretty dense too. I may
Yeah.
not realize what I've done. Please tell me in
Yeah.
a loving way.
Yeah, and especially men and women think differently.
Yes.
And if you're dealing with a woman or a woman's dealing with a man, there's some preconceived notions about how you should respond to me or
Yeah.
I should respond to you.
Yes.
And a couple guys together, they would probably say, no big deal.
Right.
But when you're dealing with the opposite sex,
We
sometimes
think different.
yeah, men are dense and women have a lot more feelings. So
Men are dense.
men are pretty dense. Yeah,
I
they're
have found that
simple-minded.
communication is 100% key for a marriage or a relationship.
Right,
With the
respect
opposite
and
sex.
forgiveness is right there at the top. Anyway,
Okay.
do we have
Let's
any?
read some
yeah.
responses. We have a lot. Patricia Mount said, many times Jesus said to forgive, so I forgive and try to forget, which is admirable. Streep FX says forgiveness is for the one doing the forgiving, and that's kind of what I
Right.
said.
Yeah.
The offending individual need not be apart. Forgiveness unshackles harboring hate or keeping track of offenses and slaves. Yes. My brother said, oh, yes, sometimes they didn't even see the need to apologize. Sometimes they did, but never apologized anyway. And you kind of
Yeah.
mentioned that as well.
Yeah.
And I just said yes because I knew I'd explain it here. Leslie King said yes. Linda Jordan said yes. Tony Taylor said every day. Sin Parton said yes. And Kelly said many times. I think we've all,
Sure.
if you're not going through it now, you will be, or you have
Yeah.
been.
We've all
Probably.
been stepped on
Sure.
somewhere along the way.
But the key right there to me is, do they know how you feel? Because you can't expect an
Or-
apology if somebody doesn't recognize there's a problem.
Or do they care?
Or do they care?
Yeah. All right. Well,
That's on them.
well, I'm glad we got through that one.
Y'all out there, our guests need to be honing up on their
Yeah, they need to be
thought
thinking about that.
process. Okay.
Test is coming. Have you ever forgiven someone who never apologized? Go to our Facebook page if you have not given us an answer, and please add to the list because we encourage people to. What's that?
Nothing. Sorry.
Oh.
I was reading tomorrow's.
Oh, we're reading tomorrow's. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Let's move on to our Today in History.
We're doomed to repeat ourselves, so let's find out what happened today in history.
Oh, get that
Man,
rabbit.
can't you just see the he must be loaded with I don't know what. 88 years ago, a precursor to Bugs Bunny first appeared in the Warner Brothers cartoon Porky's Hare Hunt, and that was a clip from that.
Yeah. Hmm. 81 years ago, back in 1945, the BBC reported the death of one of the world's most notorious leaders. And that was Hitler.
Yep. 58 years ago, police forcibly removed student demonstrators from Columbia University in New York. The police moved in following a week-long occupation of several campus buildings. Dr. Grayson Kirk was Columbia's president, and that was him you heard.
Back in 1970, just 56 years ago, as the war in Vietnam continued, President Nixon announced he was sending troops into neighboring Cambodia. Nixon said he had evidence that North Vietnamese were using Cambodia as a sanctuary.
53 years ago, a Watergate bloodbath, presidential advisors John Ehrlichman, H.R. Haldeman, and White House counsel John Dean and Attorney General Richard Kleindienst all resigned. Richard Nixon said if the four did anything wrong, it was his fault.
Oh, that was funny. I remember that episode.
Yeah.
29 years ago, ABC aired the Coming Out episode of the sitcom Ellen, starring comedian Ellen DeGeneres. DeGeneres herself came out as a lesbian several weeks earlier in an interview with Time magazine. The character Ellen was the first lesbian TV character, 1997. And I think that's kind of when everybody started coming
Right.
out. Yeah.
I think
And
so.
then, does she still live here in the United States? Or she?
I don't think they did.
I think she moved to France or something like that. Somewhere. Yeah.
11 years ago, Vermont Senator Bernie Sanders officially entered the race for the Democratic presidential nomination on Capitol Hill. He emphasized that he would not fall into political gossip.
Well, it's a girls' night out. Honey, there ain't no doubt. I'm gonna dance every dance till the boys go home. Well, it's my night to rock. No watching that on clock. Oh, ain't no doubt, Lord, it's a girls' night out.
That was Naomi Judd. She's 4 years ago. Naomi Judd, the Kentucky-born singer of the Grammy-winning duo, the Judds and mother of Winona Judd and Ashley Judd, died at the age of 76.
We're so afraid of getting into trouble that we never do anything wrong.
It's because we're the good guys.
Actors John Galecki and, I don't know how to say his name, Kunal Nayar
There you go.
were both born April 30th. Galecki was born in 1975. He's 51. And Nayar turns 45 today, born in 1981. The two are known for their roles on the sitcom The Big Bang Theory.
Actor Sam Heughan was born on this day in 1980. He was 46 years old today. He is best known for playing Jamie Frazier in the Starz series Outlander, and that was the theme song. We have watched that series at least
Yeah, I
3
know
or
you
4
like
times.
it a lot, yeah.
It's very good.
Actress Kirsten Dunst was born on this day in 1982. She's 44. She played Torrance Shipman, a popular high school cheerleader in the movie Bring It On.
So I stay. I fight and I give for the world I know can be.
Gail Gadot was born on this day in 1985, 41 years ago. She played Wonder Woman in the DC Comics film. I guess that's the new one.
There's
Yeah.
another one?
Well, Yeah.
Oh, the newest one.
The newest one, yes.
I get those goosebumps every time. I need the Heimlich. Throw that to the side. I get those goosebumps every time, yeah. When you're not around, when you throw that to the side. I get those goosebumps every time, yeah. 713 through the 281, yeah, I'm riding.
Rapper producer Travis Scott was born this date in 1991. He's 35. And that was his hit, Goosebumps. Okay.
Okay.
That's it, folks.
All right. Matt Urioste and Louis Villines will be here in just about 3 or 4 minutes, and we're going to take our first break, and they're going to be here to talk about some cool things at Northark that they are doing. Mm-hmm. They're
the technical team.
Yeah, the tech side. And we'll find out more about that when we return on Around the Table with Dan and Ann. Stick around, stay with us. We'll be right back.
Facebook and Hometown TV, Channel 26.1.
Welcome back to Around the Table. We have a couple representatives here from Northark College. Matt Urioste.
Urioste.
Urioste,
right?
and he
Urioste.
is the Northark Technical Center Director.
Yes.
Welcome to the show,
Welcome.
Thank you.
Matt. And also Dr. Lewis, Dr. Lewis Villines. He's the Vice Chancellor of Workforce and Technical Education.
Yes, sir.
Did I
Thank
get
you.
that right?
You did. It's a
Yeah.
big long title, and
Yeah.
the short version it's Louis. So, but thank you for having us.
Yeah, thank you
we
for
look
being
forward
here.
to visiting with you.
Yeah.
You know, I think in this day and age, technical jobs are not only mandatory, but I think more people are appreciating that side of education after traditional high
Yeah.
school stuff, or even during high school, since there's concurrent programs. And I can see where we need to be top notch in our technical center and that type of thing. And you kind of oversee all that with the education. And then I want to get into Matt, what you do. But
Yeah.
So, in technical education and workforce development, that's a really broad brush. We have a lot of different programs in a lot of different counties in the 5 counties surrounding area. Matt is over our high school technical program here at
Okay.
Harrison. So that is his specific role. So, and I really want him to be able to elaborate because coming out of the role, I was most recently assistant superintendent at Harrison Public Schools. And so we worked on the other side of the fence
yeah.
with Matt and Davina Heffley at the North Campus specifically, also the South Campus. And Northark has been a wonderful partner for Harrison Public Schools and surrounding communities as well. I don't want to steal Matt's thunder. I'm here as support staff today for Matt to support him, but to kind of zero in on the focus, Matt is in charge of the Technical Center at the North Campus. And so all things high school, Technical Center, and he'll talk about his enrollment and our enrollment there. But that is a partnership with schools from Yellville, Deer Mount Judy, Jasper, Harrison, and then we even have a second technical center in Berryville that's not really actively managed by the college. It is managed by the 3 schools in Berryville, but we still grant technical credit to those students there. It's called C4, and those 3 superintendents are friends of mine, and they've done a great job. And Mr. James Knight is the director there. Today, Matt's going to talk about Northark North Campus. So.
well, who does it? Okay, you mentioned you're with the high school, you know, in that way. Tell us a little bit about that.
So we have 17. We have 17 sending schools from Baxter County all the way over to Carroll County. We have Cotter. They send us a few students. We have right now our enrollment is somewhere around 165 for spring, but in the fall, this last fall, we were upper end of 180, which is
That's
really
pretty good.
really
isn't
good.
it? I mean, it sounds like it would be.
It's really
Yeah,
good.
it's really good, and it's going to continue to and our enrollment will continue to climb, I think, because there's a governor's scholarship out there for our students that can graduate with a technical certificate. They can earn possibly $20,000 scholarship for a course of over 4 years. So it's $2,500 a semester. It's a good little chunk of money for someone that is a senior in high school that's going to graduate. And our programs right now are designed for that student if they dedicate 2 years with us, they'll earn that technical certificate in our general technology.
So, is that an average as to how long it takes to go through? I guess it depends on what program, which I want to hit on what kind of offerings are there. But how long does it take to?
So to earn that Gen Tech certificate, it'll take 2 years.
Okay.
If you start as a junior, you can earn that by the time you're a senior.
Wow.
And ready to graduate.
That's pretty amazing.
Yes,
That
yeah.
was not back in my day.
No, mine neither. Mine neither. I wish it was.
Yeah.
Matt, could I elaborate on it?
Sure, yeah.
So, Mr. Jacob Oliva is the Secretary of Education for Arkansas. Ken Warden is over ADHE. And so, Dr. Warden's sons, one of them went into a 4-year traditional college degree. The other one is a welder. And Dr. Warden's background is also in automotive. So we really have state leadership now that understands workforce and the essence of technical education. For years, national research has been saying that we will need less and less 4-year degrees, and we're going to need more and more technical certificates and short bursts of interjections of education. And we're really on the cusp of that. Governor Sanders appointed a gentleman by the name of Mike Rogers to be the chief workforce officer for the state. And part of his job and part of his skill set is helping interject these short bursts of whether it be industry certification or just shorter interjections of education. Because many times when people enter the workforce, to advance, they don't need a full semester or even a degree. They need specific information that will help attain that next promotion. So we're seeing that change literally right now. The addition of the possible, it is a possible 20,000. It's not guaranteed, but it is certainly a fantastic possibility for these students. So.
Yeah. Is there a shortage of technical jobs out there right now?
Give us some examples of what what's covered under technical jobs.
So in our area, we're looking at manufacturing, welders, CNA. That's what we also teach that there.
I wouldn't have put that in that department.
EMT. We also have a new program, Energy Management, that is also running currently under our technical programs with our high school students. What other?
A big gap right now is industrial maintenance, which doesn't sound that attractive, but it is almost engineer level, and we hope to make that much more attractive. People are making 6 figures in companies. A lot of our students that are graduating are going into what we call specific areas. I talked to a student at Berryville Wednesday at their signing day, and that student is actually going to specialize in company shutdowns. So Tyson plant shuts down, they'll bring a team in to fix all the stainless steel, highly specialized welding. Though that skill set is incredibly high. The demand, the pay is, it's fast in, fast out. The company's got to go on. So there's a lot of high expectations, but for potential, in terms of earning potential, people that live in our area are already doing these sorts of careers. So industrial maintenance is a huge need, and going back to Mike Rogers, that is an area that he has a lot of expertise in, and the technical center over at Berryville really sort of specializes. Welding, outdoor power equipment is one of our new programs at newer. It's not brand new, but newer. And since COVID, with the addition of a lot of people buying the equipment and side-by-sides, just the explosion of we've always had a lot in this area, but there's a lot more now. And the zero-turn mowers, and there's so many more intricate parts, and so that is becoming a huge demand. Energy management, Matt mentioned that. That is a new program that started at UA Northark this year. By the way, we are part of the University of Arkansas system. Thank you.
Cool.
I'm really excited about that, because that also, when a student graduates with an associate's degree at UA Northark, they can transfer to Fayetteville or continue taking classes online through Fayetteville at the same tuition rate that UA Northark.
And not lose those credits.
Huge.
That is a fantastic opportunity. So speaking as a former NACC alumnus, so really, really proud that we are part of the UA system. The short version is, to give you an example, to be a journeyman plumber, it takes 8,000 work hours. To attain a 4-year degree, it takes relatively 3,600 work hours to attain a 4-year college degree. 8,000 to be a journeyman plumber. To be a master plumber, you have to work an additional hour. You can research this, and it's on Arkansas. Google will help us all to get there. But 10,000 hours to be a master plumber. So that's 5 years. That's 2,000 hours a year. 50 weeks, 40 hours a week. Now, that's not saying they have to go 5 years, because many plumbers are working 80, 90, 100 hours a week. So they can get there faster than that. But that's the work hour equivalent. National research shows us that for every plumber entering the business, 5 are leaving, 5 are retiring. For every electrician entering, it's roughly 2 to 5 for electricians, 1 to 5 for plumbers. So the demand is huge. You were talking. I was hearing about water loss.
Can y'all fix that?
Those are expensive. Not yet. Those are expensive breaks. So
they are.
The demand is huge.
And for the high school student that is graduating right now, that wants a quick, that wants to make good money, these fields are where it's at. I've got a son-in-law right now that's 5 years out of high school, roughly 5 years out of high school. He's making mid-30s as an electrician right now, no college debt.
Right.
Awesome.
That's
40 hours a week.
Per hour.
Yeah, $30 an hour, mid-30s. And, I mean, no college education, essentially. He went right in, did the apprenticeship program through one of the electrical companies here in this area, and he's a tradesman. I mean,
do y'all ever help? Like, I'm sure you get knowledge about people who are looking for some person that maybe a graduate would, be appropriate for, and I'm sure you can kind of help. Or maybe you're not supposed to guide them to anybody, but I mean, I would think you could help with that as well. After the fact, kind of how.
So I would say part of our responsibility, and I'm jumping in there ahead of Matt, but part of our responsibility is to help create a pipeline. And having grown up in this area, left this area, and then moved back to this area, I will say confidently this is the best place to live.
Oh yeah,
Harrison, Arkansas. I would also say that the opportunities can be limited for tradespeople, but they can live here, and the demand is so great. The opportunities, they could actually drive, get on a plane, and be in Georgia, Alabama, working in a Walmart as a maintenance technician or HVAC technician, and then fly home, and they might be gone for a few days and back, but their residence is here, and so I think that's important, and around people with values that we value and appreciate. So part of our responsibility is to help create pipelines for our students. And read an email this morning from a recruiting company that is looking to hire any and all of they have areas for all. We've made connections with Nabholz. Mr. Paul Hively is a representative for Nabholz, and is going to introduce me to the recruiters, because of course in the construction trades there's huge need there. We're not trying to move our people away, but we have to have a big enough pipeline to absorb the demand, because our first priority is here in Harrison and making sure that we're addressing business and industry and the needs in this community. And I feel strongly about that responsibility. But I also feel strongly that when we're filling those, we also need to give our students, as you said, opportunity to go where they wish. And so just open doors, create as many pipelines as we can so that our students are employable. They leave with a skill, and then their employer. I was at Wilson Combat Wednesday. They just signed a partnership agreement with us for Workforce Pell. More to come on that, but they need 2 machinists. We have 3 that are graduating. I know they visited Microplastics in Flippin yesterday, and there's opportunities there. They're visiting Pratt Whitney and Springdale this either, I think, maybe next week. Just so those 3 students have a lot of variety to choose from. Obviously, we have machine shops here in town. Turhurst Metal is also signing a partnership with us and that's a local company just south of town. So we're all about local first, but we're also about building that pipeline so that they can go
Sure, yeah.
anywhere they wish.
Yeah. And the standards you have when they graduate, those standards can be met anywhere in the world. I would assume.
Like for the tool and die, our advanced manufacturing students. So if a student graduates out of that program, they can go anywhere in the country, anywhere in the world as a tool and die maker, and make some places six figures. We have some large companies in Arkansas that hire our tool and die makers, and they can make six figures in those companies. Trying to remember.
Black Hills Energy. We just placed a couple students this year with Black Hills Energy. They had a demand in welding. Mr. Bo Norman was able to place a couple students there. So our instructors have relationships with business and industry.
Sure.
And part of what we are trying to do is build relationships, restore relationships, increase trust. If we say we're going to provide, if we're entering a partnership, listening first, what can we provide? What can we address that's not being addressed? We haven't even touched on HVAC. They're not part of our high school program. They are part of the college program. HVAC is, yes. And HVAC has some of our HVAC program here is regarded as the best in the state.
Wow.
And it is immaculate. If you go, I would encourage you to come visit. It is fantastic. So our instructors are amazing. They do a great job. They got a heart for our students. Mr. Urioste has increased enrollment. I've watched that from the other side of the fence, from the school side, the public school side, and I've watched the openness and his desire to improve communication. And if there are roadblocks or those speed bumps that are hindering communication, he and Miss Heffley are on it, and they've been most helpful and help create that trust so that when we sent students from public school there, we knew they were being taken care of.
Right.
Holding them accountable. When my observation, again, from the other side of the fence, coming into, I saw Mr. Urioste out, making sure the students are there. We have a resource officer at the campus, and just making sure that he's communicating with principals and counselors on attendance. Those are all vital things that help parents and help let parents know where Louis was that day.
Right.
Because I might have tended to wander off a time or two.
Well, I'm sorry, go ahead.
I was going to say, for people that are maybe not knowing where they want to go in a career, how do they get in contact with you, and do they need to see a counselor at high school? How do they get started?
Yeah.
So for our high school student, it can start when they're in the 10th grade. So as a sophomore, they just need to let their high school counselor know that they would like to that they're interested in one of our programs at our tech center. And it's as simple as that. It's 100% free. It's funded by Office of Skills Development through the state. And I can't think of a better way for a student to pull themselves out of a generational poverty situation than earning a free degree and a trade. And to make themselves hireable once they graduate high school, and essentially be placed right into the workforce.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah,
So-
you never know as a teenager what's ahead of you in life unless you kind of put yourself out there. You may find that you would be great at being an HVAC person or an engineer or whatever.
Yeah.
That's the
a great
thing
opportunity
about what we do is that the sophomore can come in and he or she thinks that they want to be a welder, and they do a year of welding, and they decide, I think maybe I want to do outdoor power, or I want to do collision repair, and they can jump right over to that and do 2 more years of collision repair, and that's what they like to do, and it's still at no cost.
If I could jump in.
We have just a minute, so.
Okay, so we're doing some exploratory classes this summer. Outdoor power, we're going to offer like week-long, 20 hours worth of. So if you've got an interest or you think you might
Sure.
be interested, it's a very low cost way to do that, and you'll leave with some hands-on skills and with the knowledge of some of our programs.
Do you have those dates set yet?
We do not,
Okay.
so I'm going to ask maybe when we get those if
You
I
bet.
can come back and
Sure.
promote those.
Sure,
Yeah,
I would love
let's
to
do
do
that.
that.
All right.
And so they just contact Northark, or no, that would be for the program after the high school, but they just contact their counselor
Yeah.
and if they have more questions,
Or they can contact us, and
Okay.
and we'll
Absolutely.
point them in the right direction
okay,
as well.
okay, because they may have questions, you know.
Yes,
So just call Northark and they'll get you to the tech center,
yeah,
right?
that's right.
Yes,
Okay.
we will.
Hey, thanks so much for
Thank
coming
you
in,
all.
guys.
Very
We appreciate
good
meeting you.
information.
Yeah.
Glad to know that, and we invite y'all to hit on it more because there's probably a lot to it that we didn't get to cover. So
Yeah.
There's the whole side of adult ed and tremendous opportunities there. So
Okay.
yes,
You,
thank you so
Okay,
much.
see?
You're welcome to come
yeah,
back.
you
Thank
need
you.
to come
We'll
back.
do that.
And yeah.
Thank
We're
you so
going to take
much.
our second break. We'll be back right after this. Stick around, stay with us. You're listening and watching Around the Table with Dan and Ann. Stick with us.
Streaming live on Facebook, Around the Table, on the original KHOZ.
Wow.
Oh, welcome back.
That was a long segment.
That was a long segment, which cuts into our other time.
Goofy time.
Our goofy time.
We got some goofiness for you, though.
What we do? This, oh gosh, this is a weird story. Park worker survives tree branch that cut off his head, kind of, sorta. A splinter can be a real pain in the neck, but not as much as a whole branch struck in your neck. Just ask the Ohio State park worker who was impaled by a falling tree branch last month and lived to tell the story. Now, this is gross, but he suffered what's called an internal decapitation. His skull separated from his spine. Jeez.
Yeah.
And they literally screwed it back on. His friends have started a GoFundMe to help pay for his medical bills and recover. That is just bizarre.
Isn't it though? I can't even imagine.
I don't see how he's still alive. If his spine was separated.
Well, I guess it didn't break his. I don't know.
Yeah, just a little weird.
Yeah. Okay, so airlines are jumping on with the whole AI thing. Evidently, kind of robotish thing. Japan Airlines has had it with luggage handlers who treat a checked bag like they're mad at it. And so starting next month, they'll be using robot baggage handlers in Tokyo. You know, I watched them with the bags.
Yeah.
No wonder my wheels get...
Well, they're not very gingerly with their baggage.
And if you think that sounds terrifying, wait until they wave at you. Yeah, that would be kind of weird.
And they go, "This your bag?"
The bots are about 4 feet tall, so they can fit into tight places and are programmed to be friendly. So they'll be waving.
Okay, yeah.
If it works, they'll get them to clean the airplane cabins between the flights.
Yeah. And this story is, we all knew this because we do the weather report every single day on the show.
Yep.
Scientists have just figured out why they suck at predicting when it's going to rain.
Okay.
Scientists have finally admitted that they suck at predicting when it's going to rain, and now that we know why, the computer programs that they use to forecast the weather are terrible at tracking wind. Without that, it can be really tricky to pinpoint exactly where and when rain will fall. Ironically, researchers at the Oxford University found that we've gotten way better at predicting how much moisture the atmosphere will hold. Now, if we can just reliably forecast where it's going to fall.
Yeah.
So that's the problem.
Well, there you go. So
Yeah.
they can can't they manipulate the weather?
Well, you see those trails up there
Is that what they're
almost
doing?
daily.
Is that what they're doing?
But you never see them when they're up there raining.
But
when it's raining.
but is that what they're doing?
Oh, no, I can't say.
Okay.
I've been sworn to secrecy.
Oh, okay. I guess we need to
I
take
think
our last.
We should take our last break. We're going to do that, and when we come back, we got more for you. Today is, and some
A bunch of 'em.
more wacky things to talk about. Stick around, stay with us. You're listening and watching Around the Table with Dan and
What's her name?
what's her name over there. We'll be right back.
Facebook and Hometown TV, channel 26.1.
You know, we always talk about AI.
Yeah.
They say here there's a new AI species that could become a big problem. There's an emerging new species of AI. I don't know how that happens. Species? It sounds like it's created by
like
itself.
Like it's alive.
Yeah,
you know?
or something. This AI doesn't just evolve, but it might kill off all the good AI that's out there right now. Researchers in Belgium are warning that evolvable AI systems are learning that they don't need humans anymore and could start diverting resources like electricity that we need to stay alive.
Wow. That's bad.
Yes, and if you're thinking, why not just pull the plug on those guys? Like human evolution, only the AI versions are the best at escaping our control while surviving and replicate, and they'll learn to become impossible to kill.
This is where AI goes bad
Yeah.
and goes rogue, and those are fears that I don't harbor them every day. But yeah, I have that suspicion that could happen.
Yeah, we've talked
100%.
Yeah, we've talked about AI before, and they will, if you ask them certain questions, they give you lazy answers, and when you hold their feet to the fire and say that's not the correct answer, then they say, oh yeah, here's more details. And it's like, why are you that lazy? Why are you just
People
giving...
are like that.
Yeah.
Maybe there's lazy people that are
That may
programming
be.
all that information in there.
Maybe.
I don't know. It's just poppycock. That's what it is. Hey,
Yes.
you know what? Are we going to go through today?
Sure, yeah, we
what
can.
Are we doing? I
Yeah.
don't know what we're doing. Well, guess what,
What
people?
is
It's
today?
the last day of April. In case you didn't know, it's going to be May tomorrow.
Tomorrow's May?
Tomorrow's May. Do you want to tell them the little thing I mentioned to you earlier?
May. I'd forgotten what you told me.
Okay, well, we're not going to go into that. It's
Sure, go ahead, tell me.
no. You just turned that back around right on me.
All right.
International Jazz Day. I like some jazz music.
Yeah.
I can listen to that.
Now, the ragtime was a combination of ragtime, blues, and marching band music. That's where jazz came in.
Oh, didn't know
What
that.
it said.
Do
That's
you
what it
know?
says here. You believe everything you read?
No, I don't. Not according
Okay.
to this thing. No. National Adopt a Shelter Pet Day. That's every day,
I
folks.
should do that every day if you can.
Yeah.
National Bugs Bunny Day. What's up, Doc? National Mr. Potato Head Day.
Did they have that back when you were a kid?
Yes, they did. I thought that was the worst toy
What a bizarre
person you
toy.
could ever have.
Yeah, it's kind of weird.
Mr. Potato. Okay, you put their eyes on, you take their eyes off. What?
I know, or you mix them up and make them all
What?
weird, and then what?
What's the? But they've sold quite a bit. National Bubble Tea, Boba Day. Boba Day.
Oh, okay. National Honesty Day, which
Now, that
should
won't
be
work
every
around.
day.
No, it's not going to work around here. National Hairstylist Appreciation Day, which is actually April 25th, but they threw it in here for some reason. World Password Day.
Remember your passwords.
Yeah, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, ABC. Oh, I just gave it away. National Day of Prayer, which starts every first Thursday in May, and second week of the New Orleans Jazz Festival, which is going on. It's been going on for a solid week.
Okay, there we go, folks.
Thanks for joining us. We'll see you again tomorrow. Have a great day, everybody.